Okay. Hey Nikki. Hey Relations. I'm just going to showcase the class Bard. As you can see from the screen, it's a bit squished. So Nikki, just a heads up, the PC perspective of this will be different, so don't worry about it. Let's begin. The first things I need to mention, this gauge over here, you won't have to worry about it until you hit Bard. Let's begin. Of course, you're not going to start Bard right away. You will start as an archer, but you need to level up. The archer has all those skills. We'll start with the basics. You have heavy shot, straight shot. Those two are connected. Heavy shot is your basic attack. Nothing more, nothing less. So you use it 90% of the time. Straight shot is usable under the effect of heavier shot. There's a 20% chance that your heavy shot will give you a buff, straight shot ready, which will make you pretty much able to use straight shot. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to use it. Next, you have raging strikes, damage buff, nothing more, nothing less. Then you have venom bite and wind bite. Those two are damage over time. They last for 30 seconds, and your job is, as you extract from DPS, you use them, and you pretty much recast them around the end of their time. Next, you have Bloodletter. Bloodletter is not connected to the heavy shot, straight shot, venom bite, wind bite. It has its own cast time. So when you shoot it, you can't use it for the next 15 seconds. So you can weave it in with the other four. You can just shoot it, cancel the animation, and then shoot one of the other four. Or in reverse. Repelling shot is simply a knockback. Knock you back away from the target. And there's a recast of 30 seconds. Quick knock is AoE, but it does in a cone in front of you. Barrage makes it that whatever skill you use after using it will hit 3 times instead of 1. Let's begin the demonstration of Archer. Of course, as you will notice when I showed you the logos, mine are different. For example, straight shot is not there. It's called Refulgent Arrow. Don't worry about it. Treat it as if it's the same. Let's begin. As I was explaining, heavy shot. Once you hit the second level trait, which is like heavier shot, there is a 40% chance it'll proc straight shot ready. See? For 10 seconds. Now Refulgent Arrow is glowing, or straight shot to you. Shoot. That's it. Your dot damage is, in my case, low. Stone Bite, Ballistic Bite. But to you, they will be called Wind Bite and Venom Bite. Bloodletter, as you can see, you can squeeze it in with one of the other attacks, which is efficient. And as you can see, it has a 15-second cooldown. Repelling shot just pushes it back, but it doesn't do anything. Quick knock, look at that. You see the arrows, how they form almost a cone? I guess this area is kind of squished, so it's hard to show you. Raging Strikes is just a damage buff, and then when you add Barrage, let me show you now what's gonna happen. With Barrage, see, it says Refulgent Arrow multiple times. It just turns your attack into a triple attack. That's it. And that should do it for Archer. Once you hit Bard at level 30, things start to change dramatically. You get the mechanic called Song. You have Mage's Ballads, Armies Peeling, Wondrous Minuets. You get each one at a different level. Mage's Ballad is the one that starts you off. All 3 songs work under a mechanic called repertoire. Or how the hell you say it, sorry. Basically, as you can see in the description, additional effect, 40% chance to grant repertoire. With damage over time is dealt by Whisk Bite or Storm Bite, or correction to you, Venom Bite, Wind Bite. So as they're doing damage over time per second, there's a 40% chance they will do something with this song. In this case, the repertoire effect, as you can read, resets the recast timer of Blood Letter. I'm not going to mention the other one until we get to it. For now, let's just say Blood Letter. Let me show you. I'm going to shoot Blood Letter. Now we wait. Ta-da! Now we wait. See? Blood Letter is being recast again and again and again. Now look at this. This gauge will tell you which song you're playing and how much time you have left, because each song lasts only 30 seconds. So remember that. Next song is Army's P. This one you would use the least, or at the very least, you would use it in between the other two. This one's repertoire effect is simply you use skills faster. That's it. For example, Blood Letter has a 15 seconds cooldown. This Army's Peen will make it less. So that's about it. It has 4 stacks, so you can get the effect 4 times. So let me show you. That's my damage over time. Army's Peen. Look, you see now there is a musical note. Every time one of them glows, that means you get an extra stack. At the very end, you pretty much get faster recast time. Sorry. Look at that. I guess they changed that. As you can see, I'm shooting shit away. It's hard to show you really specifically, so you'll have to see it for it. Anyway. On to the next song, Wanderer's Minuet. This is your highest DPS song. You always use it. Or, well, however you can, because each song has a cooldown. The repertoire effect of Wanderer's Minuet is, it gives 3 stacks. Those 3 stacks you can use to shoot something called Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect's damage is decided by how many stacks you have. It's preferred, as the song is playing, you get 3 stacks, because that's the highest damage. Well, let me show you. Now look at this. 3 arrows. Those are the stacks. Now we just wait. Since it's a 40% chance for a repertoire to show up, there will be times where there it is. Pitch Perfect glows. Just like that. See? 2 more repertoire stacks again. If the time runs out and you don't get 3 stacks, it's fine. You could shoot them at less than 3. 3 is just the highest damage. Alright, next on the bards is the skills you deal with at, well, with the songs anyway. Wanderer's Peen is simply debuff remove. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Of course, if it doesn't remove a debuff, a single debuff, you can use it as a shield. So for the next 30 seconds, if you get hit with a debuff, or your target gets hit with a debuff, that you can remove using this, it'll cancel it out. Outright. Next is your second skill that has the same cooldown as Blood Letter. Rain of Death. Rain of Death is an AoE. That's pretty much about it, really. So Mage's Ballad resets Rain of Death and Blood Letter. You choose which one to shoot based on the situation. Battle Voice is simply a buff. As you're playing a song, you can squeeze it in, and it'll buff your allies, including yourself, obviously. I say obviously. Anyway, next is Imperial Arrow. It's the only skill that doesn't share weak assignment with everything else. You just shoot it for damage. That's it. For now. Next is, you remember what I said, you need to keep up your 2 damage over times for the songs. Iron Jaws helps with that. It resets their timer from 2 seconds, for example, on both of them, to 30 seconds again, as if nothing happened. The recommended time to use it on is when both dots are about to hit 4 seconds. You cast it, just like that. Next is Sidewinder. Sidewinder is an instant attack that you use with your damage over time. It basically amplifies the damage of both. And I guess, considering you can see it on my hotbar, I'll only explain all the way to level 70, which is Stormblood, 3rd expansion. Alright, next on your menu is Troubadour. Troubadour is simply a shield for 15 seconds to people around you, including yourself. Twistic Bite is the upgraded version of Venom Bite. As you can see, Bite Mastery changes both of them to their new form. I say both of them because here is Wind Bite. It's now called Storm Bite. Don't need to put all 4 of them on your hotbar. The first 2 will be changed to the other 2 at a higher level. Next is Nature's Mean, or however the hell you say it. It's a healing buff. You give it to someone who needs healing for the next 15 seconds. If they get hit with the heals, they'll be powerful by 20%. Last but not least, I keep saying this is straight shots. Yes, because it's the upgraded version. It's called the Fluid Arrow. Very powerful compared to the straight shots. I guess I'll explain the last thing. If you remember, I said you use Imperial Arrow just as a DPS. Not when you hit the 3rd expansion. As you can see, it's called Enhanced Imperial Arrow. It's a trait. It'll make it that when you're using a song, let's say that 40% repertoire is not working and it's pissing you off, using Imperial Arrow when you're level 68 will make it that you get 1 free stack of whatever song you're playing. Obviously. See? I didn't use any dot damage and just got a stack of pitch perfect. Easy. Anyway. That should conclude 3 expansions worth of explanations. I'll end it with this. Role actions. Role actions are skills not connected to the class. They're connected to the category of the class. Those skills you get as you level up. They're not like the Bard skills and Archer skills, which I forgot to mention. You get most of them from doing quests connected to your class. So remember to do that, please. Anyway, the skills of role actions. You have Leg Graze. It inflicts heavy for 10 seconds, which is basically make the enemy move slow. That's it. Second Wind is a heal for yourself. You heal yourself. That's it. But it has a recast timer of 2 minutes. Use it wisely. Next is Foot Graze. This one basically stuns the no, not stuns, wrong word there. Just makes the enemy stuck in their place for 10 seconds. They can't move. But if you shoot them as they're stuck, they pretty much free up. They get released. Paladin is movement speed. You just cast it for moving faster. Let me show you. That's it. You think it looks useless, but its practical use is between battles. You'll pretty much help your party move faster. That's it, really. Head graze, it says, interrupts the use of a target's action. Sadly, it's not what it looks like. That is something I will have to explain when you get on the game. Until then, leave it a mystery, honestly. Arm's length? Let's say the enemy is about to hit you with an attack that will push you back. It protects you from that. That's it. Or pulling in effects for 6 seconds. That should do it. That's the Bard showcase in a nutshell. I guess I'll state the obvious. When I was showing you the songs, I wasn't moving. Of course, you keep moving as you're playing the song. You know, use Bloodletter, Imperial Arrow, Sidewinder, Iron Jaws, Heavy Shot, everything. And the Heavy Shot being the most used. And that should conclude the video. Any questions, you can send me on Telegram, or wait until you test them yourself. Have a nice day, Nikki. This has been Max. Goodbye.